car dashboard, don't be slow, but get on the court, boy. I'm in go outside in the sun like Elliot Kobo. I'm running fast, LA de la Cruz. Turn on the JAFFOs, get my news. 7FL doing good, how I knew. All pro, JAFFO, the all pro, jump off sports. They speak facts, you talk smack, you get sacked. Come tune in, sit in chat. What sport you like, they speak all that.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Another episode of the All Pro JAFFOs, bringing you the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. I am your host, JP. Alongside me, as always, the greatest DJ in the entire planet, Mr. DJ Mad Six, and the prodigy himself, the 24-year-old youngin, Mr. EJ Whistle. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
Hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a great weekend, except when it came to football, and we'll get into that. But my football weekend was not what you would call glamorous, to say the least. Thank God.
You look like the dude from Hangover.
Thank God the events that took place because I would have been a miserable last weekend. That's for damn sure. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are watching us here on JAFFOs TV live on the YouTube channel, the Twitch, and the Facebook, if you are not able to get to see the live, don't worry. You can see us on the Mike and Colby Sports Network on Roku and Fire TV. So if you don't get a chance to catch the live stream, then be sure to get on the MCSN network again on Roku and Fire TV to catch the replay of the All Pro JAFFOs. And if you're on the Mike and Colby Sports Network and didn't know that we were going live, well, now you do. Go to the JAFFOs TV, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Be able to hit the subscribe, follow, hit the bell, do whatever it is you got to do. Be a friend, tell a friend, let everybody else know as well. So, fellas, how are we feeling after a very eventful weekend, both college and in the pros? But how are y'all feeling coming out of the weekend?
Pretty good, because you took a couple L's this weekend, so that always make me feel better.
Horns down.
Yeah. Shit, whole Niner team down. They ain't got shit. Ain't got nobody else either. Debo in the hospital. You
Niners cooked. They done for. Oh, buddy. Pray for them. Pray for the Niners.
Yes, I knew all of this was coming for sure. I mean, pretty much nobody really has to ask me how I felt about the weekend, other than, again, the events that took place. It was even worse because our very good friend, Dub Alvarez from the Mizzle and Dub show, Other Side of the Ball, and Talking Ish with Mizzle, Dub, and Chris, showed up. He's in town. Over at Mizzle's house for what we thought was a game night, and turns out Dub is in town, and they got to get their first in-person live show this last Sunday, and we got plans this Thursday to get some things going with them as well, and possibly even Sunday. There's a lot of things that we got to do while Dub is in town. We could not. Keep your eyes locked here on the All Pro JAFFOs. But now having to watch my Texas Longhorns get that ass beat to Dub Alvarez's Georgia Bulldogs, it was almost like reminiscent of me being in the same room as Mad Sticks when the 49ers lost the Super Bowl. That same type of
Dub.
feeling.
Oh yeah, Dub is a Georgia fan. Oh yeah, y'all played Georgia. Yeah, that's right. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Everything was going right for Dub that day. When it came to football, everything was going right for Dub. when it came to dominoes, everything was going right for Dub. When it came to anything that was going on that day,
Man, that's because the prodigy wasn't over there. That's why. Ask Mizzle about me when it comes to them dominoes. Just don't sit by Mizzle. When it comes to those dominoes, I heard just don't sit by him.
I was hearing that all night. Actually, everybody was afraid to sit next to him, especially on his left. So, now we're in a point in time where my mental health, when it comes to football, is coming back down to reality of I knew this was going to happen because people are talking too much. Too many Longhorns fans are getting ahead of themselves. Way too many 49er fans have always gotten ahead of themselves. So now I'm back in the reality state of, yep, this is what life is. Now, for myself, I'm now in the same boat with Mizzle when it comes to nothing can go right in the football world. His Florida State Seminoles are dog water, to say the least. And the Raiders, not that much better. And his 76ers aren't going to have their star players, coming opening day. So it's just a whole shitstorm of stuff for Mizzle. Like, I thought I had it bad. He had it bad from the beginning of the year. It took me about mid-season to feel mine.
You see what Brian did to Bronny?
What do you do to Brian?
Hey,
You
that
give
was
him an ass whooping in
hilarious.
front of all those
He
Hey,
people?
filled up his
I
whole car
mean,
with cereal and told him not to be
I don't
late
know
to the
how
first
legit.
game.
I don't know how legit that was though.
Yeah.
Like because they had the Nike thing at the end, so it might have been a commercial. Like you
Yeah.
might have knew, but I know they do that to the rookies though.
Yeah,
Like
now his
they
whole
do that to
car
their
was full of
cars.
cereal, hella
Mhm.
boxes, like empty boxes, like just dumped the whole boxes in his car. He opened the door, hella cereal fell out, and told him, "Don't be late." As he got chauffeured away. He said, "Don't be late, Rip."
Damn. Did that to
And
his
then
own son.
Brian
Hey,
was
you know
like,
what? I can respect that.
"Yeah,
You know you're tarnishing my name too, motherfucker, don't you? Get your ass to practice.
and that was hella funny when he tried to dunk on KD. Though KD was like, "Nope, not yet."
We haven't even started the season yet. We
You
ain't
ain't never
starting
finna
with this.
posterize the year. Can you imagine?
Caroline's already patchy and far back. I don't need it any worse. Don't need a whole inch to get thrown back because LeBron's nutsack was rubbing all up down his forehead. Don't need that. I don't know. I mean, people still don't think Bronny's ready. I personally don't think Bronny's ready. Could we be wrong? Maybe.
I mean, he might not be ready, but it would give him a chance to develop with amongst all these starters and big names. It might be one of those that he may not be truly ready, but I mean, sometimes you just got to get your foot ready to get ready.
Realistically, though, he should be in the G League all season.
Yeah,
like that's. But I mean, okay, so that's reality based. What probably should happen, but in actual reality, he's gonna be in the lineup.
He here now, so
he may be all sixth man.
Yep.
I don't know about starter.
Sixth man,
Maybe.
Nah,
I'm not saying he should. I'm just saying with the amount of publicity that the Lakers are getting around this whole circus, I wouldn't put it past him.
there's no way he's sixth man over Dalton Connect. Who is this? Even Cam Reddish. I think Austin Reeves, is he starting?
I believe Austin Reeves is a starter.
Probably,
yes.
yeah.
Even Jackson Hayes is a center. He's not top. He's definitely not top in the rotation. He can be.
And I agree with you. But those viewership numbers bring a whole hell of a lot of money. And people are going to pay top dollar to watch LeBron play with his son. Whether it's deserving or not. It is going to happen that way. Like should it? No. Again, realistically speaking, he should be in the G League, but that's not going to happen. Not for a second round pick. So I mean, the circus is going to play out, and if it turns out to be exactly what everybody thought it was going to be, then we now know what the Lakers are going to be, at least for the next 2 or 3 years. And that's the LeBron and Bronny show. And who knows? Bryce may join them.
You never know.
You think LeBron is really gonna wait that long for him?
You don't think you would? Think about it. Think about it though. Bryce is what, a senior right now?
Let me see.
2 years. And
I
Bron,
don't think he might be a junior.
If he's a
even
junior,
though LeBron old though, but he still be out there balling. Like even though he old, you still got to give it to LeBron. He still got it. Like,
I mean,
his rating is 90.
that's
His rating is a 97.
that's exactly why I'm saying I
he can
wouldn't
still go.
put it past LeBron to do that.
Mm-hmm.
He's got enough money to, for his own physical health to be able to get it done. He's been doing it for this long anyway. I wouldn't put it past him because if Bryce is a junior, he's got one more year of high school, and then he'll be a one and done somewhere. Bryce is good. Bryce is actually I've always said Bryce is going to be better than
Oh yeah,
Bron.
Bryce is he's nice.
He's taller. I think he's 6'5" or 6'6".
Yeah.
Somewhere
Bryce is
around
6'6". Mm-hmm.
So
It's
he's
like,
actually got the height.
Why not stay in the league to play with both my boys?
You know what I'm saying?
If that's your goal, that's only a goal. You may not win a championship, but shit. I mean, you won them, so it ain't like you ain't got no championship. So why not just stay and play for fun and play with my boys?
See what you can do.
And still
Oh yeah,
paid.
he's the class of 2025. So he graduates. So he's a senior. So he graduates this year.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah! What?
Do you
That
do you
might
really
happen
think
as
he'll be?
early.
I mean, he is good. He's definitely way better than how Bronny was. But do you really think he'll be a one and done?
I mean, Bronny was. If Bronny was, then Bryce is definitely. That's not even a question. If Bronny was a one and done,
I mean,
with
if you
how
put it
he
like
played,
that, I mean, okay. If you put it like that, then yeah. But do you really? Let's think of it like realistically. Is he really deserving of a one and done? Kind of
I
draft.
mean, he's already shown me through high school he's better than Bronny. I would have to see what he does in college. Now, if his first year he goes and puts up Bronny numbers, then I'm going to say the same thing. He's not ready yet. Give him another year. That still doesn't mean he's not going to be a one and done, because again, LeBron, regardless of how, insane genetic freak of an athlete that's keeping him in the league for 30, 40 fucking years, he's going to be 50 years old playing this game the way he's going. He's still on a timeline. He's got to know there's not much time left. But if he can see future-wise that in 3 years he's going to have a possibility of playing at least 1 year with both of his boys,
Yeah, but is there really a timeline? If he can keep his body the way he's going, what's to say he ain't?
How old is he right now? He's what, 46?
If your body hold up, why not play to 50, 55? If you can still compete with these young folks, these young cats that's coming in the game, and still dominate most of them, shit, why not?
Ron is 39.
Yeah,
He's 39. Oh,
he got good. He got another good 10 years in him if he stay healthy. 10, 11 years.
Kareem played until he was what, in his 40s, like 45 or 44? I need Dub the encyclopedia
Yeah.
in here to confirm that because I'm pretty sure Kareem played until he was at least in his early 40s.
Yeah, when did Kareem start though? How long did he start from straight out of high school?
Oh no, he won 4 national titles at UCLA.
Okay, see, so
before he
played
went into the pros.
Yeah.
LeBron went straight out of high school.
From high school, so 18 until fucking he 39. 22 years in the league?
Yeah, LeBron had a 4-year head start on Kareem, and it still took him this long to pass the scoring title. That's crazy. That's wildness right there. I'm just
but you got to think of the position Kareem played though versus LeBron.
It was a different style of ball back then too.
Yeah, it was like way different, so you really can't compare that.
Yeah, but I mean, Kareem didn't have a 3. Like I'm thinking about this, going Kareem had all those points off of 2-pointers.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron, at least 100 to 200 of those are 3-pointers. So I mean, there's that. Like, if you take away the 3-pointers, he's still got a ways to go. But I mean, again, different era, different time. Can't really, hindsight's always 2020 when it comes down to records and everything else like that. But with LeBron, it's like, and I guess at his size, again, dude's a genetic freak. Like, he won the fucking lottery. God said, "Yep." Put his hand right on the man's forehead and said, "You will be blessed." Like that. That's just that's purely what it is. Now, I wonder if through his mindset he has the thought that he at least wants to tie Michael when it comes to titles.
I think at this point, I mean, do it really matter, like the titles?
I think for him, it does, because that's always been one of the main arguments behind the whole GOAT debate. the 6 titles. Now, the fact that LeBron has pretty much the same amount of losses that Michael has wins, that's where people. So I think that if LeBron ties the 6, then he moves past it in the sense of not only does he way more, than how long it's going to take that, I don't know. But as far as he could be more than capable of playing until he's 50 with advancements in medical technology and everything in his body and health every single year, over $1 million plus, I guarantee it, through the same regiment. Who's to say that the Jameses aren't playing with each other for the next 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
And if they put a team around them, who knows if, LeBron can add another 2 to it, while at the same time adding to his boys' legacies with the amount of championships that they might have.
Can he really do something? Can he really do something with both of his sons? Do you think an organization will really build around them?
If they good enough, the Lakers would.
No.
Yep. The Lakers would. They can get 2 young guys in there and just rebuild. You figure half the dudes on the Lakers old right now. You get Bronny, you get somebody, you keep somebody like Reeves, you find you a good big man, another big man besides AD, besides 10 man. And why can't you?
And I mean,
that would be wild. That would be wild.
All said and done.
Shit, you go get you a the alien. You go trade for you go get you the alien from San Antonio.
Man, he's gonna have Bryce as his power forward because Bryce is gonna finish growing at about like 6'9", 6'10". He's gonna be about the same height as LeBron. So Bronny's gonna be the power forward. They're gonna somehow fuck around and get, like you said, get the alien. Go get Wemby out of San Antonio. So that's gonna be the center.
You keep
LeBron's
Austin
gonna play.
still.
LeBron will play small forward. Bronny will play the two-way point. He'll be more like he won't be the scoring ability. He'll be the passer and the defensive player. And then they'll have Austin Reeves at the other guard. That sounds pretty good to me, actually. That sounds actually, because if they utilize Bronny for what he is, which is he's a good defender. He's a pretty good passer. He's just not a good scorer. He's just like his scoring ability is like second, probably zilch right now. But if they don't have to really use him in that manner, because again, LeBron is essentially a fucking point guard himself. He may be listed as a small forward, but he's a point guard himself. You know, Bronny doesn't necessarily have to have the point guard the ball in his hand the entire time. Shit, Bryce may be taking it out on points sometimes. Austin Reeves, you got different people who could be able to kind of take the reins. I mean, because I think that's where the game is going now. Like every single position needs to know how to pass. Like needs to know how to be a point guard. You know, you got point centers, point power forwards. Like you got everybody, doing it right now. All the big men are big time passers now. Like it's all that's where the game is going. So your entire team needs to be able to know how to pass the ball. So by the time Bryce comes around, the game will already be evolved in that point, and Bryce is already working on that as we speak. He's a good scorer. He's got size. He's a good rebounder, and he's a damn good passer. I mean, I guess that's the common denominator trait when you're a James is the ability to pass, regardless of how big you are. So we'll see. I mean, for your Lakers' sake, Jesus Christ, I hope they get something going because I mean the glory days have been long gone so far.
Sorry, gotta rebuild.
They don't like that word though.
They ain't got no choice.
They don't, but
got no choice.
When you have an ownership group that is so winning mindset, the idea of rebuilding just doesn't sit well. That goes the same with your Cowboys owner with Jerry Jones. Same thing with him.
Jerry Jones is stupid as fuck. At least Jenny and them, at least they try to like put pieces in there. Jerry Jones was stupid as fuck. He just do dumb shit.
That is agreed to the up degree, sir.
That's all right. Hopefully they get some shit together and beat your broken ass Niners this weekend.
Hey, you know what? If y'all looking at where we're at, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost. We have nobody.
That's gonna be then everybody that's gonna be the excuses. Oh, y'all beat us while we broken. Ain't no fucking excuse. I don't even want to hear that shit.
Nah, not for rivalries. I think those are thrown out the window. Like,
but the fan base that I deal with, that'd be their first thing. They delusional. They delusional.
It's a lot, man. I mean, I can understand when you're that hyped and you've won championships. But we're like the modern day Bills right now. We're making it to the NFC Championship and Super Bowl, but not home with the Lombardi. You can't go home with the hardware.
And that's what they celebrate, that they made it to the Super Bowl. That's all.
See this participation trophy society bullshit.
Yep.
First of all, fuck you, Ohio. Second of all, we need to end this shit somehow, some way, because that's just I'm so sick. I've told my wife, I've told her, if our kids are playing sports and if there's a participation trophy, like it's not like first or even second, well, Dad, to participate. No, we're not taking that home. We're not celebrating that.
Nope.
That's not no. You guys didn't win a game. You don't get a trophy.
Yeah, you don't get no trophy. Yeah, I ain't getting shit.
It was one of my favorite comedians who said, "You don't get a trophy. You get your pizza and you shut the hell up." You go to Pizza Hut, you eat with the rest of the kids, and you just wait for next season. No, it was like, oh, we participated this year. That was such a foreign concept. Can't do it. Can't do it. And again, we got to thank the great state of Ohio for that one. Appreciate that. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you guys for watching the live show here on the JAFFOs TV network there on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And if you don't catch the live, be sure to catch us on the Mike and Colby Sports Network on Roku and Fire TV. Go get the app. It's going worldwide, people. There's a lot of cool things coming up soon with that. And if you, once again, are watching us here on the Mike and Colby Sports Network and want to see the live show in all its chaos and glory, get to the JAFFOs TV YouTube channel, Twitch, and Facebook page. Follow us, subscribe, hit the bell, be a friend, tell a friend, let everybody know so we can get this thing off the ground and done the right way. We're trying to set a new standard, people, because what we're seeing is not it. We're going to make this nice and fun for everybody. So get with it. Back into the NFL. What the hell? Okay, so we all thought the Broncos sucked, right? Am I all in agreement that at the beginning of the season we thought Broncos weren't going to stand a fucking chance?
They just been playing some
Yeah,
whack ass
yeah.
teams.
Bo knows nothing. Bo definitely sucks. Whole organization is trash.
4-3, 3-1 on the road, and they just throttled the Saints 33 to 10. You're muted, Mad Sticks.
The Saints ain't got nobody. They should have won. They ain't got no quarterback right now.
But they got Spencer Rattler. What do you mean?
He ain't shit.
Once again, nobody from Oklahoma. Fuck
He ain't
Oklahoma.
shit. He didn't do a goddamn
Nobody.
thing.
Even if you played there for 1 year, you still painted your fucking blood with that goddamn jersey. You're done. You are forever tainted with that juju. I'm starting to think now because EJ just completely fucked my world up with the whole Trent Williams thing being from Oklahoma. I'm starting to think that's the reason why we're not winning shit. Because we have somebody from Oklahoma on our fucking team. No matter how good he is.
He a bully.
Hey, he swung on him first.
The
He
truth,
pushed on him first.
there's been instances where he just swung on people and they ain't did shit.
Hey, bro, didn't he get ejected at the end of the game?
Yeah, it was like 2 minutes left.
And he still had enough time to go to that little girl on the sideline,
Oh, yeah.
give her Mean
And
Joe
sign out
Green
of her.
moment, and
That
sign
was
that
pretty
little
cool,
hat
yeah.
for her.
That was cool. I can respect that, but being a bully ain't it. Don't be a bully, Trent Williams.
He's being a bully on the field. That's okay. As long as you're a good person off the field, I'm cool.
That's
If you're a dick on the field and you're
he wouldn't be pushing and bullying me around. Fuck that. Yeah, fuck how
we
big you
fighting,
is.
Trent. We fighting.
We can get in the trenches. Call me out to your camp. We can get in the trenches right now.
I mean, he hasn't been playing great really all year, so it might have been, it didn't make a difference, especially this week, whether or not he played. But like the NFL this year has been so just weird, like shit going down. Teams you don't expect are actually playing pretty well. Teams that you do expect are playing like shit or they're hurt completely, like diminish their goddamn roster. And I'm not even just talking about the Niners. They're not the only team that are suffering from injuries. I mean, shit, even the Chiefs at 6-0 now are suffering from a ton of injuries. Yeah, so there's a whole lot of the football gods are definitely shuffling it up this year, and I'm actually all for it. I actually kind of like it, football being this way. It's a little bit more competitive.
Detroit is playing some good football though.
Detroit's nice, man. I think Detroit is like, I mean, because we know the Vikings are not a bad team. The Vikings are a fucking tough football team this year. That defense, but Jared Goff, dude, he's playing out of his fucking mind this year. He is not playing it up. 22 for 25, 280 and 2 touchdowns. Like that. Gibbs, though, was also playing nuts. 15 carries for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns. St. Brown being the number one receiver that he is. 8 receptions for 112. But both teams, a very good divisional game. Like, this is what you want to see out of division rival games, like really hard fought, tough games. And this is one of those games. But the Lions put themselves ahead of the pack when it comes to the division in the NFC North. Now at 5-1, knocking the Vikings at 5-1, but now have the tiebreaker. They're going to be tough, man. I would not be surprised. Matt Six, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you had a prediction at the beginning of the year? You were saying it was either when it came out of the NFC. I know you mentioned the Vikings, but did you not mention the Lions as well?
It was Lions, Lions and the Vikings, and possibly even Green Bay. But I think
so you were real heavy on the NFC North this year.
Yep.
I mean, the NFC North has not been playing bad football.
Nope.
Really,
I don't see nobody in the East being able to beat them, or the South.
Oh, we don't even need to talk about the NFC South. The NFC South will forever be trash can.
Or right now, I don't think the West really. Nobody in the West could beat one of these teams right now.
No, you're right. Rams are playing like shit. Seahawks are kind of, they're like hit and miss. Like some weeks they're good, some weeks they're ass. It's like that one dude. So sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Like that's the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We got the Jaguars beating the crap out of the Patriots, 32-16. Seahawks getting a win, 34-14 against the Falcons. The Bills absolutely throttling my mother's Titans. That's just 34-10.
Amari Cooper got his touchdown.
Yeah. I think Amari Cooper was what Josh Allen needed.
Yeah.
Amari, he's not that flashy wide receiver. He's not like what people would call the sexy wide receiver pick. But for the Bills, he's turned out to be a pretty damn good fit. And pretty much immediately. So that was, and now you got Josh Allen comfortable. He doesn't have to run all too much because now he has a receiver he can rely on, a good possession receiver that he can rely on. Bills are going to be tough coming out of the AFC.
One thing I was reading too, another stat that Josh Allen ain't threw no interceptions this year. He's at 0 interceptions right now. So
Josh Allen over here trying to make his case for the MVP. Look at that. Him and Jared Goff must be firmly at number one, or firmly in the top 2 positions. If we're looking at midseason MVP, it's either Jared Goff or Josh Allen. One of the two. And a part of me wants to give it more to Jared Goff because he's doing it with Detroit. And his numbers, although they may not be like as high, his efficiency has been on point. So I would give it to Goff, but I know a lot of people would give it to Josh Allen because that's kind of a safe pick. To be honest, the Bengals beat the Browns.
We're gonna pause
Okay.
right there. We're gonna pause for a commercial break. I'm gonna insert a commercial here, right here. This segment we're gonna bring back is brought to you by Mastix Entertainment's own DJ Mastix. It's the Bitch Assness Award. Goes to the Browns fans. What y'all did was some bitch ass shit. He didn't deserve that. I don't care what nobody say. You don't deserve to get fucking booed off the field like that. So y'all get the
Wait,
bitch
who got
Award.
booed off the field?
So
Deshaun Watson when he got hurt. They told him he deserved it as he was getting carted off the field.
Hold on. First of all, first things first, that video that was circulating of you hearing the fans go, "You deserve it." No, that was piped in. That wasn't real. That didn't happen.
Oh, for real?
That
I'm about to
that was
say,
just
that's
an edited
crazy.
video and stuff. That didn't actually happen. But there were some cheers and a whole lot of boos when he was getting carted off the field. Now okay, look. This one was very hard for me. That's it.
I know.
This one was very hard for me because a part of me is like, karma has finally come around. And then another part of me was like, you never want to see, like, I don't want somebody to get hurt, like their career, stuff like, I mean, I've gotten, my shit torn up and stuff like, so I don't want that to happen to anybody. So I'm on the fence of, do I have sympathy? Or do I not give a shit? Now, I'm on that fence, but Jameis Winston getting preacher-like in the interview. Myles Garrett talking about a wholesome leader in the community hasn't done. People, look, I get teammates are going to stick up for teammates. I get that. And in the heat of the moment, especially because the fans were giving him shit, I get where they were coming from. But in this case, you need to be very, very careful of the words you say. Calling the man a model citizen is not the words that I would use to describe Deshaun Watson. Stick up for your teammate, that's fine. I get it, I understand it. But you're not going to sit here and convince me that Deshaun Watson was somebody that I wanted my kids to look up to. Okay? Given everything that's been going on. And no. If people go, oh, separate the play from the in some cases, it could maybe pass. In others, just for me, doesn't have to be for anybody else. But for me, you don't get a pass just because you can throw a football. On doing shit that you shouldn't be doing, vile shit that you shouldn't be doing, and expecting to get completely forgiven just because you took the Browns to the playoffs. Like that's just not. And I know Browns fans who would. And another example of Ohio. Thank you very much, Ohio. But do I wish that he got hurt? No. Do I have empathy? Little bit. Am I surprised? No, because again, that's karma coming around. That's karma coming around and finding a way. That's just, it. So now he's got to deal with that injury along with dealing with all of these lawsuits that he is now currently dealing with. So that's all. He did it to himself. I give him that. But I think the fans booing him was it's fucked up, but I kind of understand it. He did what he did. The team paid him a shit ton of money, and he hasn't been performing. he hasn't been doing anything on the field that would garner the amount of money that they gave him, nor the respect of the fans to forget anything that he did. So now when he gets hurt, this is pretty much everybody collectively going, yeah, we knew that something was going to happen. We knew something was going to happen. Now, the way it went down was wild, but that's still it's a tough one. It's a tough situation because again, you don't want to wish hurt or anything on anybody else. You want to be better than that, but it's.
I mean, we are talking about Cleveland. Are they really better than that?
No. It's Cleveland, Ohio. There's a reason why the sports gods, not just the football gods, we're talking all of it. People got to remember, LeBron sold his soul to Diddy to get that championship in Cleveland. All right, that's the only way that went down in Cleveland. Other than that, there is nothing that sports fans in Cleveland ever get to go home happy about, and I'm all for it. But they're kind of like Eagles fans, but they don't win. The amount of shit talking, the amount of
Yeah.
the amount of shit talking, the amount of things that come out, from the Eagles fan base. They at least have, they win and stuff again. Cleveland, there's all that amount of shit talking, and there's no winning. The shit talking is coming off of bitterness and pettiness for the fact that the team sucks. And they have nowhere else to go. They're locked in. This is generational curses that are happening to these people. This is inherited sorrow that Cleveland Browns fans have been enduring since the team left and then came back. Because before they left, Cleveland was pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland has a history. Like the Cleveland Browns have a history of excellence in that franchise dating back a long time. But you see that point in time where they had left to become, was it the Baltimore Ravens is what they became?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then came back, was it 2 years later, 3 years later?
Yeah.
And since they came back, Cleveland Browns have never been the same. That franchise has been in it. And I think that's that curse. The football gods said no to ownership and everything and decided, hey, well, this is what you get to suffer now. Because you got greedy. We were giving you everything in the world. We were giving you opportunities after opportunities. NFL championship, Super Bowl appearances, the whole nine. Playoffs, winning seasons. But you decided to get greedy and leave. So for that, when the organization comes back, this is how it's going to be. This is what you get to suffer. That's tough, man. Superstition is a motherfucker, and some people don't believe in it. But me being an athlete, and I'm sure you guys too, being former athletes and everything like that, there's superstition like a son of a bitch in athletics. It is absolutely crazy when it comes to superstition in athletics. So when you were playing in high school or whenever you were playing Matt Six, did you have any teammates that had a superstition that made you uneasy?
Not that I can remember, no.
I had one teammate.
None kids who did not play football who used to just go out there and get our ass whipped every week.
Well, I mean,
I remember sophomore year, shit, we went 0-10. Sophomore year, we didn't win shit.
My freshman year, we went 0-10.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the feeling. It's not a great feeling. But I had
went to
one
a bad high
teammate.
school, but I ain't never went 0-10.
Yeah. That's what I get for the research.
That was at Valley.
Oh yeah. Wait, when did y'all ever go 0-10 back then at Valley?
90 and 90 was that would have been my sophomore year would have been 91.
And y'all went 0-10?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
I would have never thought Valley was bad then.
JV did like I don't remember what like varsity did, but because Raymond was playing in varsity at that time. So because I played 1 year
Oh,
with
you wasn't? Was
Ray.
you on varsity with Ray or nah?
Yeah, 1 year. Yep.
And y'all went 0-10 with Ray?
Nah, that was he was already on varsity. That was my sophomore year that we went 0-10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boy, I ain't do no 0-10 at Valley though. I probably went the worst I did probably was like 2-10 maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 0-10 is not a fun feeling, man. Being a part of a team that doesn't win a game all season, that leaves a bad taste in your mouth for a whole off season. And it's your job and duty to prevent that fucking goose egg from ever happening after a season again. Thank God we never did again. The next season we went 2-8. We improved. And then junior and senior year, we were at least competing for league titles. But never again you get the 0-10. You get the 0-10 one time, can't do it no more. And we've seen what was that one program that we saw the other day? That they had lost every single game for like 8 years in a row.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
they finally snapped the losing streak or something like that.
No, I think they still didn't win.
No, that's why they had made the thing, because they had snapped that losing streak. But yeah, I think it was something like 80 something games or something, like 87, 88 games that they had gone without winning a game. And I'm not going to lie to you. If I'm an athletic director and we go 8 years without winning a game, shit, I might have pulled the plug on the program after 5. We need to take a break. We need to settle, relax, and figure out what the hell it is that we want to do.
Nah, they still lost 87 games.
Oh, they still
They lost it. The one chance they had to win, they lost 42-16.
What do you mean one chance? That's not a chance. That's not even close to being a chance. What the fuck? The chance they had. No,
I said
no,
it could have been the best chance for them. I guess that was the sorrier out of all the teams that they played.
The worst team still beat them by almost 30 points. Jesus. I mean, how do you have kids showing up to play? That's what I want to know.
Stretches nearly 10 years.
Oh my God. How are kids still showing up to play? These got to be the kids that they really don't want to be there, but their parents are like, you need to get the fuck out the house.
Something, yeah.
You need to do something other than be here.
The last time they won was on my birthday of 2015.
Oh my Lord.
Barack Obama was president.
Wow. That's I don't understand. I don't get it. It must be the Texas in me that looks at that going like, no, you shut down towns for records like that.
Mm-hmm.
We all move out to the next town over. We're gonna ghost town this bitch if we're going. But I mean, hey, I can't really say too much about that, because my hometown, our high school team, I mean, we had a fucking town less than 30,000 people, less than 20,000 people, I think, at that time when I was living there. We had one high school in the whole town. The entire time that I was living there, up until I was 8 years old, never won a game. When my mom went to high school there, all 4 years of her high school career, never won a game.
Damn.
So that's why I say like Texas football is that much better than everybody else, because we could have the worst team ever of all time, never won a game. Stands were still packed. The whole town was there.
Yeah, it says they've been playing varsity football for 17 seasons with a 31-153-0 record and have yet to make the postseason.
A 31-153?
31-153.
Jesus Christ. How many head coaches have they had?
I don't even know.
That is... There is evil upon that team. There is something that happened. I mean, 17 years, to be honest, like 17 years is not very long of being a program, really. That's actually still kind of fresh. But so there's not real, I mean, the only history that they have is a history of losing. And again, I don't know how they still have kids showing up. I don't know. Like that's how do you go into a season knowing that you're gonna lose every game?
I mean, you don't know. You hope you don't lose every game, but I mean,
At that point, bro, it's tradition. It's tradition.
But they could be
at that
playing
point.
their heart out and they just suck. You figure it's probably a smaller team. They going up against these schools that's out there. They got these big old cornbread eating, alligator eating, raccoon eating, backwood, southern tea.
They
be lifting tree branches for weights and shit. What you think they gonna do? They dudes be coming out like 6'8", 6'9", the whole team. Just ragdoll.
Straight up the beginning of the Little Giants. Oh my goodness. Just that ragtag group of oh man. What's the school? Like where are they at?
Decatur High School.
Decatur High School. Where's that at?
I want to say Georgia, I think.
Oh shit. Well, once you're in that hole in Georgia, it's hard to get out. That's a tough state to get out of that type of hole.
Maybe it's not Georgia. It's, it might be. What state is this?
Why do I feel like it's
Washington?
South Dakota? Washington?
Washington.
Like West Coast Washington or Washington, D.C.?
Washington, D.C.
Nah, there is no excuse for that. You're just surrounded by Virginia and all that. Nah. No. That's not even where the heart of football is on the East Coast.
I know it is. It's Alabama.
Alabama?
Yeah, Huntsville, Alabama.
And Hunt? Oh, no. Okay. I think I know why. Huntsville, Alabama is where all the scientists and the rednecks live. That's where NASA's at, in Huntsville.
Okay.
So these kids
like I
are
said,
probably
they out
more
there getting beat up by the backwoods, folks.
These kids are probably more interested in rocket science than they are. They're more interested on the trajectory of the football rather than actually playing the game.
Shit, they better figure something out to use their science to an advantage.
I mean, if you're gonna have them learn it to a concept they understand, why not?
Take some kind of super pill, make some kind of super pill that make you like,
hey, they're smart
like
enough
the
to
Incredible
do
Hulk or something. Yeah, they go whoop some ass.
Some sort of Captain America serum.
Use some superpowers.
Got some scrawny ass Steve Rogers coming out there like super soldiers after halftime. Wouldn't that be an intimidating fucking sight? First half, they're all scrawny. You're beating their ass. And then like the Monstars in Space Jam just
Yeah,
looking
come
at
out,
them,
yeah.
laughing their ass off, take that pill, come in second half and just demolish them. That shit would be hilarious. Oh man, they could probably do it too. They could probably do it. That might be though. That might be why. I don't. Yeah, that might be. And in Alabama, there's actually high schools in Alabama that are actually pretty fucking good. So again, that's one of those states where it's very hard to get out of the hole if you've dug yourself that deep. Like these kids might be playing football just to have something extra on their like the extracurricular activities that look good to colleges.
So
It's
they've
just
only
something to
had
put on your resume.
They've only had 5 head coaches since '67.
Wait a minute. You said they've been around for 17 years.
So according to this, they've only been playing varsity for 17 years. So they I think there was a football program, but only been varsity for 17 years.
Hold on. Matt Sticks, are you telling me that this school since '67 had only been rocking a JV team?
Yep.
Until as recent as 17 years ago?
Yep.
What the?
Crazy, yeah.
That's bro. Hands down. I've seen everything. We've seen everything now. That's insane. That's holy shit. Yeah, because that didn't make any sense. I'm like, wait a minute. What do you mean they've been a program for 17 years, but they've been around for 67? Holy fuck, they've been rocking a JV team this whole time. Oh, my Lord. The only thing that I can say is pull the plug. Just the experiment's over. There's no need to really dabble in any further. Because that I don't. Whoo, wow. The more you know, learning new information every day. Look at that, people. You hear something that you've never heard happening. Because I if anybody has ever heard of a school having a JV team for longer than they've had a varsity team, please let me know. Because this is the first time I've ever heard that shit happen. I've never. That's crazy. And something probably more else. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you guys for hanging out with us on the live on JAFFOs TV for YouTube and Facebook. If on Roku and Fire TV to be able to catch all the replays of the hour, as well as robbing them legally, people. And the podcast or Mike,
Breaking up.
Please, if you want to see the live, not the replay, time at JAFFOs TV on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So we can get this off the ground. Let's build the JAFFO army to as big as it possibly can get. We got big plans for this year and 25 the Colby Sports Network. So appreciate it to be affiliated. Let's get back to real quick. Eagles. The absolute dog shit.
Hey, you breaking up. You breaking up.
I'm breaking up.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of coming in and out.
I can see you. It's your voice that's breaking up. I can see you. It's your voice. It's going in and out. technical difficulties. He'll be back. So I'm entertaining y'all for now. La 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 la. Yeah. Anyway, make sure y'all get out, come out, check a DJ Mastic show. This Saturday we're gonna be at the Witch Gang Apocryphy down in Sac for Halloween. It's a little theme, Eddie's party, so it's gonna be fun.
You said Rich Gang?
Witch Gang, yeah.
Oh, Witch Gang.
We're gonna play with the witches. It's called Witch Gang Apocryphy. So it's supposed to be a cool little thing that they got going. So I'm DJing that this weekend, Saturday. So yep, make sure y'all come out.
How about them Jets though, huh?
Huh?
How about them Jets though, huh?
Hey, they gotta, they gonna be all right. Like, no.
That's not what you were saying before. You were saying, boy, that boy Devontae was your answer, and boy.
And it's only one game, though. You can't judge it off one game.
No. Now it's only one game, huh?
That was the first game.
37-15, Matt 6.
Hey, that was the first game. It's gonna be all right.
I don't think so.
I think so. Just watch.
You basically have the old Green Bay Packers on your team.
Y'all lost to the Russell Wilsons. You know that, right?
Hey, Russell Wilson was out there balling up.
And y'all lost to the Russell Wilsons.
Russell Wilson was out there balling. 264, 2 tutties. Go look at the stats. He did good.
I can look at the stats, but that just tells me firing Robert Saleh was a terrible idea. That's
he
what that
looked
tells me.
good out there this week, though. He looked like the old Russell.
Did he?
Yeah.
The old Russell?
The Russell that beat y'all.
All right. 28-18. And even Patrick Mahomes playing like shit and we still lost. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Commanders dropped a 40 burger on the Panthers. Rams making Mizzle's day even worse, 20-15. Making the Raiders almost a surefire team for the number 1 overall pick, unless
I ain't even stressing about it no more.
Unless the Panthers, lose out, Raiders are looking like surefire number 1s.
Ain't even nothing to stress about no more.
Let the Shedeur Sanders sweepstakes begin. And then here comes prime time right after. Guaranteed. That's how it happens. I think going with that story is actually a safe pick, all things considered.
It would be better in Dallas, though. Or Atlanta, maybe,
They just got Michael Penix Jr. There's no way they go Shedeur.
Wait. You think they could probably, some kind of trade with the Raiders, and he goes, to the Raiders?
Then the Raiders won the trade.
I mean, hey.
Michael Penix
like
Jr. over
happen.
Shedeur Sanders? Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. If you're going to tell me we'll give you Michael Penix Jr., you give us the number 1 pick so we can get Shedeur.
So you think Michael Penix Jr. is better than Shedeur?
Yes. Way better. It's not even close. To be honest, it's not even close. It's not even close.
Oh, I don't know if I agree with that one.
It's I promise you, it's not even close. Michael Penix Jr. was able to take a Washington Huskies team to the college football playoff. Shedeur Sanders hasn't been able to take Colorado to nothing.
But I mean, Washington had a line though.
So does Colorado now, apparently, this season. Apparently their line is way better than what they were last season. Shador has all the protection in the world now, apparently. But yet,
They looking good right now. They what, 5-2?
I think they're 5-2 right now.
Yeah, they looking good right now.
Well, I'm just saying, and like accuracy wise, I've seen Michael Penix Jr. play, and I swear to people, I don't know. I thought Michael Penix Jr. was better than Caleb Williams. I still think he's better than Caleb Williams. But if you were to, if I was the general manager in an organization right now, and I had the number 1 pick, and the Falcons offered me Michael Penix Jr. for the number 1 overall pick, probably with a couple of extras too. You know, I mean, you're not just going to get the number 1 pick for one player. You're going to get more than that. Probably a flip in your number 1 picks, and maybe another first for next year, and a 3rd or 4th rounder, and Michael Penix Jr. You give me that, I'll take that all day. Twice on Sundays. It wouldn't even be close. I think Michael Penix is the more accurate passer. I think he's the more polished out of the two of them. I think he's the more NFL ready out of the two of them. The only reason why he hasn't played is because they're letting Kirk Cousins being the punching bag at least for the next 2 years, so they can develop Michael Penix Jr. into something that they know they can get out of him, which is a superstar. If the Atlanta Falcons do this correctly, Michael Penix Jr. will have the Atlanta Falcons competing for fucking Super Bowls. I'm calling it now. If the Falcons do right by him, they got Bijan, they got London, they got Pitt, they got a good core of receivers and a backfield. If they can get that offensive line in order and fix that defense, if they can do right by Michael Penix Jr., they will be competing for Super Bowls again. He's that good of a player. I don't know why he's been overlooked for as long as he has, but I think he's a very underrated player that not a lot of people realize how good he actually is and how good he can actually be in the league. So, yeah, I stand by that 100%. I would take Penix Jr. over Shador any day of the week. Now, if you're talking this year's draft, who I pick, to be completely honest with you, I might pick even Cam Ward over Shador.
I was gonna say, yeah, Cam Ward, he makes plays, bro. Like
That dude's
when I was
true.
watching him against when I was watching the college game day when they were getting ready to play Cal, and I was like, oh snap, we might be cooked. Like he literally can make a play out of nothing.
Yep.
And that's literally what happened at the end of the game. Cal had him. I think it was 35-10?
At one point, yep.
And then all of a sudden he just started making plays. I don't know. I was like, bro, like, come on now. There's no way y'all letting him do this.
He's not supposed to do what he's doing. And on top of that, think about it this way as well. You take Travis Hunter out of the lineup, what is Shador? What does Shador become when Travis Hunter is not in the lineup? I would like to see those stats. I would actually like to see those numbers.
I mean, he does compete with the other receivers though. Like number 10, I think number 14. And I believe their running game is pretty good as well, too.
Yeah, kick his ass. Y'all hear that? Cats are fighting, having their own, cat wrestling association going over here.
Like it's like Georgia versus Texas.
Yeah, there was definitely tapping out going on. That's for damn sure.
Well, Georgia got him in a chokehold, huh?
Mm-hmm. And like the Kurt Angle, like the fucking ankle lock on him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was. And then hit us with Sweet Chin Music when it was done. All over with.
Go
Not good.
Bulldogs.
Not good. But yeah, no, Cam Ward I would take over Shador. Even though some people are saying Shador is the top quarterback in the class. And I'm not really. I mean, I guess they can take it as disrespect or whatever all they want. I think people are going to use what they're going to use in order to make themselves better. Take it whatever way. I'm not necessarily saying this as a disrespectful thing or anything else. But if Shador Sanders is the number one in this class over Cam Ward, then that's telling me something about the rest of the class.
How do you feel about Quinn Ewers?
He's a third rounder. Did you not see how he played against Georgia? Did we not
Do
watch
you
that
do
game?
you think he should have went into the draft last season instead of staying and playing this season? Like,
100%.
do you feel like this season is really gonna like? Well, I mean, you already
Yeah,
saying that. That's crazy.
100%.
That's
They were
crazy.
already looking at him
I
last
hope
year
not.
being a first round guy. But he wanted to come back because he had unfinished business here at Texas. And now look what's going on. If they're going to say, well, he's hurt, he still has the open. If he's still fucking hurt, sit the fuck out. We're not here to play hero ball, and you can't live up to your ability. You can play well against shit teams, but you can't beat good teams. And that's going to be a problem in the SEC because there's a lot of fucking good teams.
What was the issue on Saturday? Because I know he got pulled. Like
What
what?
wasn't the issue?
Second quarter, he got pulled. I think.
Man,
Or
our
like
right
what,
tackle was
halftime?
getting used and abused all game long. Our offensive line was just getting dominated. That's first and foremost. And when the offensive line is getting their ass beat every single play, you're not going to win games. I don't care who you are. You can be the number one team in the country. If your offensive line has a bad day and they're getting their fucking asses kicked, y'all are losing that game. So that was first and foremost. The running game suffered because of that. And hence, since there was no running game, Ewers couldn't get comfortable, and he doesn't have the athletic ability to fucking get out of the pocket to be able to run and avoid some of those sacks and some of those hits.
So there was a runner.
No, Arch is the runner.
Oh, they both not runners?
No, Ewers is a pocket passer guy. There is nothing about Quinn Ewers. Like, I bet you if he ran a 40, it'd probably be like a 4.6, 4.7. You know, he's not that guy when it comes to being mobile, improvising, and getting out of the pocket. He's not that guy. And he never has been that guy, really. And again, big time games, in big time situations, he can never do it. He can never pull it out. He's not a come from behind guy. If he's losing a game, you forget about it. As soon as it hits fourth quarter, you can sing the fight song all you want to. He ain't gonna bring you back. And it just with him, and then when they took him out and put Arch in for like 2 series, and then took him back out, I'm like, so what you just did, and now there's rumors going around because that happened. Now, apparently, Arch Manning was asking around what Carson Beck's situation is there at Georgia, and he's wondering what the rules are for the transfer portal. You took Ewers out to put in Arch. You didn't give Arch a chance. Therefore, Arch is going to look at it going, you're still in love with the weaker quarterback. You're still in love with the quarterback that is not going to win you the big game. So why would I waste my time? I'm here to try to build my own legacy as a Manning. I'm trying to do what both of my uncles couldn't, win a fucking national championship. And you're going to sit here and play games. Big games on the line. SEC. That's what you signed me for. That's what you promised me. All this NIL money. Arch Manning is one of the highest paid NIL players in the entire country, and he's not even starting. When he came in, he was dealing with the fact that his offensive line was shit, but you didn't give him enough of a chance to be able to show you that he can do something with it, that he can maybe improvise. Yeah, his offensive line may not be playing great, but he can still get the ball to his playmakers and make something happen. Quinn Ewers can't do that. He's not that guy. If somebody wants to go, no, dude, you're wrong, Quinn Ewers. You say it all you want. Look at the tape. The film don't lie. The film doesn't lie. I had said it before, and I'll say it again. If we played the way we played against Oklahoma, against Georgia, we were going to lose. And we were going to get our asses beat. And what happened? We played exactly the way we played against Oklahoma. We tried to rely on a run game that wasn't there because the offensive line was playing like shit. And you have Quinn Ewers, who still isn't healthy. As a quarterback, an oblique injury is not something to fuck around with. You need to have that at 100% playing that position. That's how you get the power to your throws. If you watch Quinn Ewers, he can't throw the deep ball. I saw him against Georgia. He tried to step into one to throw it deep. Lame duck that bitch. Underthrew it and everything. He's not healthy enough to play. And I think Arch knows that. And if those rumors are true, that he's going to look for somewhere else to go, then Texas needs to figure something out fucking quick, because this is all falling apart real fast.
Mhm.
And we still got Alabama. We still got Tennessee. We still got really good teams that we need to play before we start talking about making the playoff. We still have a really good chance, but we still have really good teams that we got to go through. And we got trounced like that by Georgia. Alabama's not going to be a fucking walk in the park. Tennessee's definitely not going to be a walk in the park. This will be a long ass fucking day, is what it's going to be. And it's going to be another one of those situations where we got Texas Longhorns fans the whole beginning of the season hype and hoopla going, oh, Texas is back, just to get this shit happening to us again. Stop saying that shit. It's like 49ers fans. Same damn thing. I don't know how I ended up being a fan of two teams where both fan bases are exactly the same in their delusion. It's crazy. Then we get to the Monday night games. The Ravens took on the Buccaneers 141-31. Derrick Henry. I don't even know what else to say about that dude. He is a freak of nature. 169 yards on 15 carries. He's having a career year. Like, statistically, he's having a better year than he has his entirety over there in Tennessee. So now brings in the question when it comes to Derrick Henry, since he's been in the league so long, he's starting to rewrite how important the running back position is starting to be again. Remember back in the day when running backs used to be like number one picks? When things were run heavy, like when things were actually, tough. Running backs used to be, I think now with the running backs that are coming in, and then guys like Derrick Henry, if these types of running backs can stay healthy, we might be looking running backs being the top 10 group again. Because those were fun times when you had running backs just, bursting. It was fun to watch, even the old highlights like Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, Marshall Faulk, Emmitt Smith, it was fun watching running backs play. Now everything is such an aerial offense and an afterthought that running backs aren't even thought of really anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we'll see what ends up happening, but the importance of the running back position, I think, is starting to become more of a factor because now running backs are being able to do it all.
Hey, Genty could go number one, though. Genty is dope. I mean, it's teams that need a running back.
To be the number one pick in the draft.
And if he keep running the way he running.
If he breaks Barry Sanders' record, do you think he should be the number one pick?
I mean, he at 1248 right now. He averaging 9.9 yards per carry, 17 touchdowns.
He's playing on rookie mode.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let me see. I
403 yards against Connecticut.
I'm sorry, he had what?
403 yards. 44 rushing attempts. 44 rushing attempts, 4 touchdowns.
On how many attempts?
44.
Yeah, EJ, we're talking
getting the
about
first down every time he touched the ball.
Holy shit, they're workhorsing the fuck out of him. $44 carries?
He's got 126 carries so far.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's got 1,200 yards, so he's averaging, at least over 100 yards a game.
Do you take a running back who already has had that type of workload at number one?
He young, though.
I get that, but the running back position is still a tough position to play. Running backs nowadays, you get a good 4 or 5 years and you consider yourself lucky.
I mean, shit, in his 3 years with Boise, he's already got 3,400 yards. 38 touchdowns, averaging 6.8. 502 carries.
The kid's insane. So I guess the question is, if I was a general manager, would I take him number one?
And then plus he can catch too. So he got over the 3 years, he got 66 receiving yards for 763 yards. And last year he had 569 receiving yards. He's averaging 11.6 receiving yards per carry with 6 touchdowns.
Jesus. That really depends on the team, huh?
Yeah.
Because that's tough. When you say the numbers, a part of me wants to go, yeah, get that guy on my team. He's a playmaker, get him on my team.
Do you think that somebody like Dallas would go pick up since they ain't got no running back at all right now? That's where they hurt. That's where they hurt the most, really, is run. They ain't got no run game.
Well, yeah, but would y'all trade up to the number one?
Shit, for a running back, I'm sure they would.
I think y'all get.
I mean, that's if he go number one. If he don't go number one, then you even got that much of a better chance to go get him, depending on what pick y'all got.
I mean, the projected number one pick is but after this year, he's been on a hell of a lot this year. After this, as much as he would want to, what that spectacle or spectacle. I don't think it's going to happen. The fact that it's having injury issues already this year. But you got some saying that Shador is going to go right after him at number 2.
So, and the Cowboys got a first round pick in this next draft. They got a first, they got a second, they got a third, a fourth, and a fifth. And then they got 3 compensatory picks. They got a 6th round pick, and then they got a 6th round compensatory pick.
What would you give up?
They got to give up something.
You have to give up something, but what are you willing to part ways with? Because if you're saying that
you can give up like a well, I know you don't like him, but you can give up like a Diggs because you still got Bland. To me, man, Bland did just as well as Diggs did. You know, when Diggs was out, Bland played his ass off. You know, so he just got hurt. So you can give up that. You give up Trey Lance.
Wow.
Some team needs a quarterback.
Trey Lance is worth like a 7th round pick at this point. God, I love that I was right about that. Fuck, I'm so glad I was right about that. Like, I'm not, but I am.
I'm like a kid in the candy store right now, man, waiting on this new controller.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah, I ordered a new DJ controller.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun to play with.
The Rain 4 performance, so it's the 4 channels. So it's the big boy, the new big boy that just came out. The motorized jog wheels. So.
Hey, but I mean, nothing but the best.
Hey, gotta have
the best.
Gotta have the best. So, yeah.
Nothing but the best for the best in the world. That's just that's the standard, people.
I'm hoping to come before Saturday. I got this gig Saturday. I'm hoping to come before that so I can take it with me and play with it.
I feel like it will.
I gotta it's at the I'm going to play with some witches for Halloween.
Oh boy.
It's at the witch ocropy or something like that. That shit called
yeah.
Down
Halloween gig.
Doing a Halloween party, yeah. So I'm dressing up as they want me to dress up as Papa Legba. He's a dude if you ever see, yeah. So I got the whole little costume.
You showed me the hat and everything already.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I got the fur cape and the shirt, and I'm gonna get my face done. Yeah, I'm gonna go up.
We're gonna have those pictures posted for.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
That's gonna be fucking great to have. But ladies and gentlemen, again, we appreciate the hell out of you guys for hanging out with us. We know it was a little earlier than usual, but I got work at 2 a.m. tomorrow, so it needed to happen a little bit earlier today. Again, if you are watching live here on the JAFFOs TV network, go also subscribe. And I don't even think you need to subscribe. Just go to Roku TV and Fire TV. Get the Mike and Colby Sports Network app so you'll be able to see the replays having JAFFOs and anything else really that we got going on here. You got Mizzle and Dub on there, got the Ring Psychology podcast on there too. May have even the Prodigy EJ Wizzle the Underground podcast on there too. So we'll see. But big partnerships and everything with them. If you are watching us on the Mike and Colby Sports Network and you want to see the live show, get to the JAFFOs TV, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Become a part of the JAFFO Army. Be a friend, tell a friend, let everybody know where the best sports podcast is actually at. We're setting a new standard here at the All Pro JAFFOs. This Thursday, we got a fun collaboration that we are super excited for come Thursday. Sunday, got another the possible watch along things going on with Mizzle and Dub, especially while Dub is here in town. A lot of content and stuff coming, so you're not going to want to miss that. Go ahead. You see it below in the social medias as well. Hit the All Pro JAFFOs on all social media platforms as well as Spotify, wherever you get your podcast to listen to on the road. Go ahead and download the All Pro JAFFOs, give a listen, have some fun, and enjoy the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. For myself, JP, for the greatest DJ of all time, Mr. DJ Matchsticks, and for the Prodigy EJ Wizzle. We will see you guys again soon. Have a good one. Take care of each other. Love y'all. Later.